Section 1, Safety Harbor, Florida. Connie sat fidgeting at the library conference table. Was there time to grab a quick smoke outside? She had, at the insistence of her neighbor Sally, enrolled in a poetry group. She wished Sally was here now, but Sally was not a poet, just a fun, sweet friend. Connie now doubted the wisdom of attending this poetry group, but it was too late to back out. Instead, she tapped her foot, rummaged through her purse, fingered the pack of cigarettes, but settled on a mint. Two younger women entered the room, one prissy, the other sultry. They were followed by an elderly woman who smiled at Connie as she took her seat. Men appeared, a different mix. The younger one, thin, wiry, sported a muscle message shirt. Do it in Safety Harbor. He took a seat next to Connie. She leaned away, knew the type, hated the type. Too many years, too many Johns. His black eyes, slits, filled with cunning, leveled on hers. She squirmed. He, taking measure of her breasts, asked,
"How you doing?"
Connie rolled her eyes and turned away. An older man sat quietly at the end of the table, eyes downcast, lost in reverie. Connie studied his gray ponytailed hair and well-lined face. The quiet dignity with which he sat captivated Connie, whose thoughts turned to her father. She squinted, trying to picture him. It had been a very long time. The room electrified at the roar of a Harley approaching the library, heralding the arrival of the chair of the group, Glenn Tennyson. A moment later, he entered the conference room, striding with the confidence of a lion, all the while smiling, nodding, touching shoulders. Anticipation lit the room like the 4th of July. The main man had arrived. The man with the $1,000,000 smile, the man with the answers, the man whose law office sat prominently in the center of town. Glenn was known for his civic spirit and generosity in pro bono legal defense. His eyes sparkled with intensity as they lingered on Connie's face. She lowered her eyes, not wishing to attract undue attention. She listened intensely as group members, at Glenn's request, introduced themselves. Let's see what we've got here, she thought, her curiosity overtaking her fear. This Sharon Fuller is a psychiatric nurse who works the night shift so she can write in peace. If she wants peace, why is she dressed so provocatively? And at the other end of the female spectrum, Drina Alvarez, social worker, wholesome. Connie noted Drina appeared to be about her own age, 35. Drina's eyes met hers, kind eyes, accepting eyes. Connie felt a connection she wished to deny. Getting close to anyone was risky. The death of Celeste, the way it happened, gave Connie a deep-seated belief that going solo was for the best. It hurt to love. She tuned out muscle shirt Don Rank as he rambled his lame introduction. Had a job, lost the job, yada yada yada. But when Margaret Gowring spoke, Connie listened. The dignified woman spoke in a soft, clear voice. Petite and bespectacled, wearing a tailored black dress, Margaret was the image of the class. Connie learned that Margaret had been the librarian here and founded the poetry group years ago. The next to speak was the man with the well-lined face and gray ponytail. Connie learned his name, Sam Bantar, a Vietnam vet.
"I work up at the bike shop. Big fan of Whitman."
He chuckled softly. Almost imperceptibly, Sam nodded in recognition of Connie, who sensed within him something enduringly true and good.
"And our new member, welcome,"
said Glenn softly.
"Tell us about yourself."
"I'm Connie Mitchell,"
she said nervously.
"I work right up the street at the spa as a hairstylist. I don't have a fancy writing background, but I love writing poetry, so I'm here."
Glenn took note. He liked her looks. He liked her voice. His curiosity was aroused by the aura of mystery about her. She seemed shy, yet he sensed she possessed strong inward strength. She was beautiful. He said,
"We have a great mix in this group, and I'm expecting great things of you all. Now please take the hand of your neighbor, close your eyes, feel the strength flowing. That's unification, what we're here for, creators and lovers of poetry. Think. Be real. Take off the mask. First assignment. Choose an object. Describe the object. Become the object."
Connie looked around the table. Everyone immediately began to write. She felt threatened. She felt slow. She fumbled in her purse for a pen, dropped her notebook, said,
"Sorry,"
as she reached down to get it. She gripped the pen as if her life depended on it, began to think, What shall I write about? Oh my God, these people know the drill, started out from the gate on fire. And Glenn, obviously a man comfortable in the world of intellectual pursuit, a world of which Connie knew nothing. She desperately wished the blinds were not pulled. Perhaps something outside the window would inspire her. Maybe the moon peeking through the branches of the mighty Baranoff oak, the tree from which she found solace and inspiration. Sometimes dragonflies circled the tree, their gossamer wings sparkling in the sunshine. Sometimes the birds, the songbirds of the northern climes, gathered in its branches. Tonight, only an enclosed conference room, a room filled with strangers. After what seemed to Connie to be a short time, Glenn asked the members,
What are some of the objects you chose?
I chose to write about my trail bike.
said Drina, and reached for her pink thermos. Muscle Shirt spoke.
I wrote about my crumpled jeans lying there like a rose on the floor beside my bed where I left them before I masturbate.
The women collectively averted their eyes. Everyone, that is, except Sharon. Sam passed, seems he did not write, but attended the group for the love of poetry. Margaret chose to write about a Seminole quillwork panel, part of her collection of ancestral art. Sharon edged forward in her seat, aimed her ample breast toward Glenn, smiled broadly.
I wrote about my baby doll heels. Very 1950. Very Marilyn Monroe. As you know, she said, give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world.
Yes.
Glenn said respectfully. Sharon stewed. Yes? All he says is yes? One syllable? Yes. She recrossed her legs, skirt crawling higher and higher, firm thighs exposed. Her confidence returned. Still, she was disappointed in Glenn's lack of enthusiasm. She worked her mouth, forced a smile, forced her face into a canvas of sweetness, then she moistened her full lips, waiting. Perhaps he would say more. He did not. Connie's pulse quickened, nerves getting to her. Soon it would be her turn to share. Masks, Glenn had said. Masks. Connie's mind swept back to her mother's college classes, a few of which Connie had sat through as a little girl. Psych 101, something about defenses people put up. Her mother said to think of defenses as fences. She remembered thinking, people putting up fences, how strange. How do you fence in a life? Connie's turn.
My object is an archaic volume of poetry, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's. The inscription is Christmas 1904 for Elise Thayer.
Sharon watched jealously as Glenn responded to Connie's words. Green with envy, she turned to Muscle Shirt Dawn.
Who the hell is she, anyway, coming in here? Taking over like she's something.
She's something, all right.
Glenn analyzed the chemistry of the group, the change palpable since Connie's arrival. Sharon, jealous, Dawn, lascivious, Margaret, Drina, and Sam, supportive. Though he could not hear what Sharon had whispered, he knew her well enough to know she would be antagonistic toward Connie. Glenn would not allow this. He would not allow bullying in his group. Though Drina tried to be friendly and walked out of the library with Connie, somehow Connie could not accept her overture of friendship. Connie was brief and polite, but avoided eye contact with her. Too many demons working full-time in Connie's mind. Baggage? Isn't that what they call it? Connie asked herself as she turned the ignition and backed out of her parking space, the moonlight glancing off the windshield, just for a quick second, the Baranoff oak leaves trembling in the welcome breeze. Underway and safe from the others, Connie lit up, felt immediate relief that the meeting was over with. She sighed and decided that, well, she probably made a mistake attending the meeting. Some of the members were kind, but would they accept her if they knew the truth about her? Would anyone? Fitting in was a crazy, tough thing to do. How could she ever explain her past, the loss of her own flesh and blood, her son, Will, the pregnancy a result of the rape all those years ago when Celeste had died? Tears formed in her eyes. You don't even know where he is, she thought. You don't know if he's dead or alive. Connie choked up, gasped for air, stubbed out her cigarette. She rolled the car window down, but the humid air helped little to refresh her. Feeling down, Connie's spirits lifted when she arrived home to the loving greeting of Doodle, her little dog she had loved from the minute she set eyes on her. Doodle now showered her with affection, thrilled she was home.
Mommy missed you too.
Connie, holding Doodle close, cuddling her. Doodle had become Connie's substitute for human relationships. Doodle was safe, always there, always loving. A knock at the door. It was Sally, her next-door neighbor, only 5 feet tall, but a real blonde spitfire of a woman. She batted her big blues.
So, you glad I talked you into the poetry group?
She asked, obviously fishing for a compliment. Connie teased.
We'll see.
She poured wine.
So tell me about it. And how did you like Glenn? He's a babe.
Sally grinned, raised her eyebrows. Connie sipped her wine. She shared with Sally that group had been stressful, but in retrospect, kind of interesting.
What a bunch,
She said.
Sharon is a hard case, thinks she's so hot.
Connie continued with her impressions.
Margaret is sweet. Muscle Shirt is a prick. Drina is a sob sister, but kinda nice. Sam seems old and sad, but nice. Glenn, yeah, he is a babe.
She took another sip of wine and decided she might attend the next, meeting for no other reason than to scope out the crazies. La Cucaracha played on Sally's phone.
It's hubby, gotta go. I'm taking this with me.
She called out, carrying her goblet.
That's fine, see ya.
Called Connie as the screen door slammed shut.